A very good morning. It's Mark here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. GMT. Back after Thanksgiving yesterday, public holiday in the US. Markets were real slow. Today, end of the week, end of the month, 29th of November. Let's see how the markets are looking going into this last day of the month. US dollar index. I'm on the daily. I had this descending trend line drawn in over the past few days, which the prices are adhering to it, and price action below this descending trend line. 106 seems to be pivotal right here. Sellers will look to maintain below this descending trend line, come down to maybe 105.50, 105.60. Buyers will look to break above this descending trend line at 106 and get to the 106.50 area. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the descending trend line. It's tried higher, unable to break above. So far, the buyers above that 106 to get to 106.40. Sellers looking for a bounce down off this area to come down to revisit the 105.60 area, but certainly a down trend at the moment, and the bias is down on the US dollar index. What we have seen this whole week is a turnaround in the US session later with the US dollar index, which has started off slow during Asia and Europe and then turns around. Let's see how end of the month sorts. Going to S&P 500 was really flat, bearing in mind that yesterday was closed. Let's have a look at the daily to start with. There you can see pretty flat around that 6,030 area, between 6,000 and 6,050. That's where the price action has been. Also an uptrend. The bias is up so far today. Looking a little bit up, there's a bit of a green candle trading at 6037. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see how it's broken above that level which I put in at 6032, because that has been an intraday resistance. It's broken above for now. Buyers will look to continue pricing to be above the 6033 or 6030 area up to the 6051 resistance would be the target. Sellers want to see it come back below this intraday resistance at 6033 and come back to test the 6,000 level. 6,000 certainly is looking pivotal. Let's look at gold on the daily. Gold had pretty steady the way since the big sell up on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yesterday closed the market not much, bit of a doji, but it is strengthening again today. We are very gently here, getting higher lows, which is important. Looking to possibly come up and test the 2,665 resistance. 2,600 is the support level. 2,700 is resistance, but this is right there in the middle, and that's where buyers are looking to break above this 2,600 area. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see buyers have not been able to get above that 2,600, and at the moment, a bit of a sell-off, gold coming down of that 2,650, sitting at 2,660, sitting at 2,650 right now. And there you can see the intraday, the hourly. There is that resistance level coming off right now, and could well be dictated gold by the US dollar. Strong US dollar. If the US dollar does during the US sessions strengthen the way it has the past week, been weak coming into the US session, strengthens during the US session. If that does happen, we could see gold decline further. Weak US dollar could see gold come up and test 2,600 on the way to 2,700. Let's look at oil. Oil was looking pretty strong, trying to get to that $73 mark. 73.23. There it goes. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's just zoom out and have a look at the daily. And there you can see the levels. The support at 71.63. Buyers took it above 72, used $72 as a pretty strong support, and now sitting at 73.25, looking for 73.76. So there is your strength. There is the bounce off the support level on oil. Still pretty narrow. If you look at the big picture, between $71.70, let's call it $72 and $73. A little above 72, and it's now slightly above 73, 73.26. But those are the levels. If I zoom in on the hourly for a bit of detail, there you can see there is your support, 71.65. There is your real resistance, 73.74. And the intraday that I put in just before we did the session, I had this line in at 73.19. It's broken slightly above there. The bias is up. Bias looking to come up and test possibly 73.73 for now. Let's have a look at crypto. More specifically, let's look at Bitcoin. Wow, 98,300. It was sitting in a range between 94.5 and 97.5. It's broken above there, looking strong. 98,500 right now. Let's zoom out on the daily. There you can see after a couple of doji, a strong day on Wednesday. Yesterday took a bit of a breather. Today fighting back, looking at 99,000, maybe even higher. Markets will be a little bit thin. We could see some drastic moves today. Sellers waiting at some point to step in, but not yet. Lots of demand, and Bitcoin looking strong, right up over 98,000 already to start the US session. Good trading, guys.